Hi there. This wee tutorial is just to show you how you used Massive to create a basically a lead line for a track called On Fire. Um, this is a powerhouse of a synth. It's one of those ones where it creates the most dirtiest sounds, or the nicest sounds, and good ones in between. It's called Massive for a reason because it literally is massive on the sound. So just to show you what I've done in relation to the oscillators here. The way Massive works with its oscillators is that sometimes it'll have two. As you can see here, there's a sine wave on one side and there's a square wave on the other side. The width position here basically dictates which part of that you have. So the middle here would be both oscillators running at the same time, or as you go this way, it would be more the square, or you went round that way, it would be more the sine wave. So obviously here I'm getting 3/4 of the square wave and 1/4 of the sine. So it's creating a nice sort of nice sound. Basically, I'll let you hear that now. So it's nothing overly exciting. I mean, we haven't actually built the filters into this yet to use the filter in any way. Basically, how I've used the filter is used the LFO section within Massive. There's two ways of doing it. You can do it with a normal LFO, as you can see on the screen here. It's mixing between a ramp and a sine wave, and obviously you have your envelope out on this side as to how the attack and everything works for it. But also within this, you have what's called a performance LFO, and it's based on all of these different waveforms and cycles through all of these waveforms as it's playing. You can set up your own waveforms basically from here. I'll just bring that up for you. As you can see, all of the different curves are here. It's just a case of selecting one and then selecting on this and then using your up and down to change that. And basically what I've done is just created this run on this side, just basically with tinkering about with it. Now obviously at this stage, if I press play again, all you're getting is the normal wave. You see the cycling going through, but this isn't actually making any impact on the actual sound itself. Now I'm going to show you how we do that. Basically it's just a case of clicking on this and dragging it out and over to an appropriate slot within Massive itself. So it could be a slot anywhere. In this case I'm looking at the cutoff on filter 1. I've already got that set up, so I'll not drop that anywhere at the moment. I'll just unmute what I've got done. Okay, so as you can see, once I've dragged that over, I then drag up and down, press on it and drag up and down, and it'll create this green bar. And that'll go around the actual cutoff itself for as long as you want it to. You do it for a predetermined level. Obviously I would be sitting playing this, but you'll hear now the difference in the sound now that I've done that. So you can hear now that the step itself is now starting to make an impact on the sound that we have coming out of the two oscillators here. What I've also done is, though, I've dropped in a normal LFO on that as well to give me a bit of movement along that. So I'm going to just drag that out now and show you how that one worked. So as you can see, that's a bigger curve. You can see it overlapping here, which is why it stayed as green, and then you've got a longer curve in and around. So I'll play that for you. So as you can hear now, we have the sound that we have for On Fire. The only other thing that I was interested in was obviously creating a separate sound so that I could mix between the two or use automation, which I'll show you a little later. So I've set up a second filter down on this side, and obviously then set up the LFO again on that one. It's the same stepper, but it gives us a completely different sound. So I'll play that now. I'll just drag this slider as like a crossfader, DJ crossfader between the two sounds. So if I just drag this right down and play. You can hear the difference in the two filters. So what I'm going to show you now that the patch is set up is how I automated both parts of the track, because you'll hear it jumps between each one as the track goes along, using Ableton. So I'll just come out of that and go into here. Now, as you can see, I set up my automation channel to pick up massive, but what I've also done is I've used the automation channel to pick up the filter on that. And what I basically will do from there is I'll just draw in the actual filter automation itself. So I'll just do that now. Okay, so as you can see, it's going to run from here on the first setting, and then it's going to mix between the two settings, and then it's going to finish off on the last setting. So I'll just play that for you now. So as you can hear, with a little bit of playing about, I was able to create the lead line for the track itself, and that's exactly how I did it.